It's a great day. This is my current Energizer, and in this video I will be going through last minute changes to my gear, vlogging, talk about that, and just final thoughts before heading out on the Appalachian Trail. So let's do this. I'm on a training hike today, just a short hike up in the hills around the house. This is the first time I have put on my AT Thru-hike rucksack. If you've been watching my other videos, you know that I train with a different rucksack, and it's got 40 pounds of dead weight in it. And on the Appalachian Trail, I intend to keep my rucksack at hopefully 20 pounds and under, and never to exceed 25 pounds. So this has been the first day I've put on the Appalachian Trail rucksack just to get a feel for it. Feels like a Nerf ruck, that's good. Yeah, just getting a feel for it. So as far as gear, what has changed? I did my AT Thru-hike gear video over 4 months ago. And so since putting that video out, what have I added? What have I subtracted? What have I switched out in my gear? Essentially, yeah, what's changed since 4 months ago putting out that video? Nothing. Not a darn thing. You know, first off, I thought I did a pretty good job of picking out my gear. And second off, I know that there is no item within my rucksack that's really going to make a big difference on whether or not I make it to Katahdin. I mean, look at it. Heather Anderson, Anish, when she was setting the fastest known time on the Pacific Crest Trail, when she got to Red's Meadow in the Sierra, she duct taped kitchen sponges to the inside of her shoulder straps for padding. And her headlamp was so old, here she's setting the FKT and she can't afford a new headlamp, that when she got to Oregon, she was beating the rust out of it so the batteries would work. You know, and Jennifer Farr Davis, when she did her first thru hike on the Appalachian Trail, she did 3/4 of it you know, using a 20-year-old aluminum frame rucksack and a $3 mop handle as a walking stick. You know, and we all know the story of Grandma Gatewood with the duffel bag over one shoulder and walking in Keds. So yeah, you know, there's no piece of gear in my rucksack's gonna make that big of a difference. I'm happy with my gear, but yeah, I've just spent the last 4 months focusing on those things that will make a difference in my hike. You know, as far as my training, I'm feeling lean, feeling strong. I've been spending the last 3 months down in Southern California. You know, shovel snow out of the driveway, sit on the beach. You know, not much of a choice. So I've been training down in Southern California, and last week, I've been tapering, but last week I was at my old gym and working out, and there's a guy there, I mean, you know who's who in the zoo, and we've never talked, but we've done the head nod over the last year. So I'm working out, and he walks right up to me, and he goes, "Hey, you're ripped. You know, are you getting ready for something?" And it's like, yeah, I'm getting ready to hike the Appalachian Trail. So I guess it shows, but we'll see. We'll see if it all comes together on the trail. You don't know until you know, and we'll see if what I've done is going to work out. I'll be starting my thru hike on 1 May. It's coming up this coming Sunday. That's my day, like all thru hikers. They're starting on the Appalachian Trail. You get to pick which day you're going to start, and 1 May was the day I wanted to start. Based on the weather in March and April on the Appalachian Trail, I'd say I chose wisely. I really do. Yeah, we'll see if it all comes together. As I said in my initial AT through hike announcement video, I am a traditionalist and I'm a purist. So what does that mean? Well, a traditionalist believes in the traditional definition of a through hike, which has three basic criteria. One, you start and finish at the ends. You can go either direction, but you have to start and finish at the ends. Number two, once you start, it needs to be a continuous footpath in one direction. In other words, no skipping or flipping. And three, it has to be hiked within one hiking season. And in the Northern Hemisphere, that means what can be accomplished, weather permitting, within a calendar year. You know, the year 2022, this is 2022. I start on 1 May, so I have until 31 December in 2022 to complete my hike, weather permitting. And I'm a purist, which means I've got to hike, you know, every bit of the White Blaze Trail. That is legally possible. And no slackpacking, which means I just simply have to carry my entire load. I can't have somebody carry it for me on any segment of the trail. I got to carry my stuff. So that's what a traditionalist and a purist believes. Obviously, there's common sense exceptions to that. You know, Aquaman this year is doing a winter through hike of the Appalachian Trail. So obviously his through hike extended over 2 calendar years. Yes, of course it still counts. And you know, if you saw me on the PCT, you know, every once in a while the rattlesnake wasn't getting off the trail. So, you know, I had to get off the trail for, you know, 12, 15 feet to give that rattlesnake some leeway. And I missed that part of the trail. So there are some common exceptions. Am I saying that's how the Appalachian Trail should be hiked? No. What I'm saying is that's how I intend to hike the Appalachian Trail, and that's what will be reflected in my videos. As far as vlogging, I think I'm going to do a daily vlog. I think the Appalachian Trail kind of lends itself to that style of vlogging. Just the way the man-made features are arranged. I just think a daily vlog makes more sense. I also want to keep my videos down to 10 minutes or less. You know, something you can watch over a cup of coffee. And so I'm looking at doing that. Based on other people on the trail right now vlogging, because I watch a number of them, it seems that the daily vlogs are probably about a week behind, and that's simply a reflection of, you know, limited Wi-Fi capabilities in certain parts of the trail, and so you just can't upload. So I imagine, you know, I'll put up my vlogs when I can, and then I think I'll just get some that are just wind up being in the bank, and then I'll start scheduling them so, you know, they can go out once a week, or excuse me, so they can go out once a day, and I'll try to maintain that. I did forget I had one equipment change in my Appalachian Trail through hike gear, and it had nothing to do with the AT and everything to do with the AT&T. My 5-year-old Samsung Galaxy S8 active phone finally gave up the ghost. I mean, it went through the Pacific Crest Trail and it was an old work phone, and it finally decided to die. And it just so happened my cell phone carrier, AT&T, was having a special. Any Samsung Galaxy S series phone, turn it in and get $800 off a Galaxy S22. So I've got the Galaxy S22 Ultra phone. It's pretty awesome. But again, it had nothing to do with AT. It had everything to do with AT&T, and I needed a new phone. Look, I really appreciate all the positive comments that I have received and words of encouragement. I do read them. Like I said, I make these videos for family and friends, and as a creative outlet when I'm on the trail. I don't monetize my videos in any way, and so, you know, if I can take you along, you know, I hope you enjoy the journey. But I do appreciate all of your comments. I hope I can do a good job with the videos. My through hike, I think, is going to be a little different just because of the style of hiking I do. It's a little different, and I'm starting later than most. The bubble's way past Springer Mountain now, and so it'll be a little different in that perspective. And so I think I can add something to the body of knowledge of doing a through hike of the Appalachian Trail, and I hope you enjoy the videos. And it should be a wild ride. I'm looking forward to it. Can't believe it's going to happen. It's going to be real. And so let's do this thing. Let's take this journey together. It's going to be great.